Springfield, Arkansas, home of the Springfield Bridge. The Springfield Bridge is located east of Springfield, Arkansas, the Conway County seat from 1850 to 1873, and crosses the Cadron Creek on the old Springfield Day Arc Road. Beginning in 1985, the Arkansas Highway Transportation Department, in cooperation with the Arkansas Historic Prevention Program, conducted an historic bridge project that eventually evaluated over 2,600 historic bridges built in Arkansas prior to 1941. One of these 241 were recorded as metal truss bridges, and the Springfield Bridge was the only metal bowstring arch bridge in the inventory, and the oldest highway bridge identified. It was only one of two in the 19th century highway bridges in existence, and is possibly one of the first all-metal truss bridges in the state. The Springfield Bridge is also significant under a criterion C. It is an unaltered example of a cast and wrought iron tubular arch bridge that was patented in 1861 by Zenas King and Peter H. Fries. It was manufactured by one of King's companies, the short-lived King Iron Bridge Manufacturing and Iron Works of Iola, Kansas, in 1871. King created one of the largest and most diversified bridge building operations in the United States in the last decades of the 19th century. He is credited with using an extensive labor-saving device and the standardization of several manufacturing processes to develop the first practical and simple system to mass-produce metal bowstring bridges in this country. The Springfield Bridge is a significant example of Zenas King's contribution to the 19th century civil engineering in the United States and to the history of the 19th century bridge construction in Arkansas. Of course, as we can see, you're not able to drive on it anymore. The bridge is still there, the wrought iron, the arcs, still stable, still visible. But of course, the deck is almost gone. As I walked around, I looked at the bridge, and I was curious to see if there was any remains of any kind of road that led to the bridge. And as all I could see was that nature had reclaimed where the road was. And now it's just a heavily wooded area, beautiful, and the bridge is nestled in its very existence. So, as we walked around, we looked at the Cadron Creek. We saw that this was a good place to investigate something even more deeper about the bridge. Paranormal activity. There's no backstory, but there are claims of a crying baby and a woman that screams and other noises. So EODI, by moonlight, set out to investigate the claims of activity to debunk any paranormal. All right, is there anybody with us tonight? The claim is a woman that screams and a baby that cries. Are you making these noises for people to believe that this is going on? What's your name? It's my hand on the bridge right now, making that noise, my jacket ruffling. We hear birds in the background. How long have you been in this area? This is a beautiful bridge. Did you fall from this bridge? Do you have a message we need to pass on to anyone? Here's some ruffling off in the woods, possibly animal or bird. There's a lot of birds in this area. What's the name of the baby that cries? Is it a boy or a girl? Now we also know that there is some homes pretty close in the general area. Not within a stone's throw by any means, but close enough to where if they play music or anything, we'll have to rule that out as any kind of evidence due to the fact that it could be possible contamination. Do you live here at the bridge? Or should I say, do you dwell here at this bridge? Are you hearing anything? Just me talking? It's a beautiful night. Would you like to talk to either one of us? Can you make a sound? Make something move here close by that we know you're here as a sign of your presence? My name is Dean. This is Jessica. We're out here just wanting to talk. Maybe prove to people that you're here.
There are lots of cars going by.
A lot of cars going by. This is a creeked area, as you saw in the introduction, so we have to be mindful of snakes and things that come into the water. So we're constantly looking around. It's not because we hear something, but it's because we're being mindful of the environment that we're in. They dwell in this area, and we want to be able to respect that. We're actually the intruder. Did you help make this bridge? Now, a lot of the questions that we are asking is in the basis of trying to debunk essentially spiritual activity, the departed, which we don't put stock in. We don't subscribe to that. So don't be confused in the technique that we're using, because it's all part of the process. And the process is as such. Many will say, did you try and contact? Did you make any effort? What if it is paranormal? What if there is spiritual existence going on connected to that bridge? Well, that's exactly what we did. We talked. We asked questions. We wanted to see if we could receive any type of response in that area. No response, no paranormal. So, I set out with my handy-dandy, trusty EMF detector and received nothing. Let it keep running. We're going to let our recorder continue to run just in the event that something gets picked up that we're not able to hear. If there's an unusual sound. Okay, that was interesting. We just got a blur on that camera as if something passed in front of it.
Might have been a bug.
And there it is again. Is this running?
Yeah.
Are you standing in front of the camera right now? Have you ever seen a video camera before? We would like to be able to get you on camera if you'd like to walk by. Again, okay, it blurred again. If that was you, could you walk and stand in front of it again and cause it to blur one more time? Is there something we can help you find? We didn't know what to make of the blur. It blurred on cue. We found it interesting. We heard nothing with our ears when we asked, is there something we can help you find? But later, when we reviewed the evidence, we picked up what seemed to be a response to the question we asked. Is there something we can help you find? Sounds like the word baby. Is there something we can help you find? We've wrapped up for the evening. We're taking the little Ho Chi Minh Trail back to the vehicle. But some questions unanswered. What caused the blur? When we returned and reviewed the evidence, we saw bugs flying everywhere. But no bugs were on the screen. And it went blurry on cue. Paranormal? Uncertain. And the EVP, we didn't hear that with our ears. The video camera speakers did not pick it up. But the digital recorder Jessica was holding caught what sounded like baby. We're not sure what it means, or a possible trick of the ears. We're not sure. But one thing we are sure of, many people I have spoke to said this is a great spot if you like to fish. And whether you catch anything or not, you'll catch an eye view of a beautiful national landmark with its history written down not only in Arkansas, but in America. And rightfully so. This is Dean Hunt. Good night, God bless, and Baruch Hashem.